Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another video on Elementor. And yes, I know that it's only been a few days since I released the last Elementor video talking about the new AI changes. Today's video isn't about AI, it's about some other new features that Elementor have just added, and it is quite impressive. They now have display conditions for your elements, a newly enhanced role permissions in the Elementor Manager section, and they also now have an integration with the Akismet plugin. I'm going to walk you through all of these three, but please keep in mind that this is for the latest version of Elementor, Elementor 3.19. So go ahead, update your plugin. Now, when you do that, you want to go to Elementor settings, okay? And then under the features, under the ongoing experiments section, you will see the display conditions tab. Set that one to active. And when you do that, let me show you exactly what you can now do with this new feature. So say, for example, I'm trying to edit this particular container right here, but I want to display this container under very specific conditions. If I was to go to the advanced tab right here, you will now see display conditions down here. You click in there, and now you can set whatever conditions you want to display this particular container. So I can add my condition, and then right there we have page parent. I can display if the author is or is not, and then I can add the name of the author. But the ones I really do like are right here, the login status. So now finally you can choose to display an element or a container or a section based on the login status of the person trying to view the content. So you can display either for logged in or logged out, or you can do also something very, very interesting, which is the role. You can also display based on whether or not the user is an admin, an editor, a shop manager, and so on. So you can display elements and containers based on the login status and also on the role of the user. And then we also have for date and time. You can choose the day of the week, for example. So say it is a Monday, okay? Day of the week is Monday. You can decide to show a particular custom message saying, hey, it's a brand new week, welcome, it's Monday, something like that. And then you can choose the time, the server time, or the visitor time to display that particular message. You can also do like time of the day, the current date. You have other options like of categories, of tags, or you can even display elements based if it's from another URL, if the user is coming from another URL. So you have these newly enhanced display conditions for your elements, for your containers, and it is just bloody fantastic. There are so many examples of how you could make good use of this new feature. Now, the next feature is going to involve the Elements Manager. Let me quickly show you what I'm talking about. So if I was to go to Elementor, right now I have the Elementor Manager link in here. I'm going to click right there. And now over here, I can now decide which of the elements I want to display based on the role of the person trying to access the backend. So this is mostly useful if you have like multiple people working on your site. Maybe you have like editors and authors and other admins. In here, you can decide, say for example, okay, we have the accordion element. Now I only want the accordion element to be available for the editors. I'm going to go right here where it says permission edit. I'll click in there, and then I can uncheck everything and then just simply choose editor. And now only the editor will be able to work with this particular element. So it's very, very, very enhanced. I really do love it. And also you can even do like the scan element usage button right here, where the Elementor will scan through your entire site and then check how many times each particular element has been used. So this is actually very, 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 very smart because you can save plenty of time. You can see right here, I have so many elements that I've never actually used before. Divider, spacer, icon list, counter, all of this, you can see 0 times 0, 0, 0, 0 times, and I probably won't even use any of them. So I can simply come in here right now and simply just click on deactivate unused elements, and my workflow will be so much more effective. So I would highly encourage you to check out this new feature as well. And then finally, let's talk about the integration with the Akismet plugin. Now, if for some reason you're not familiar with Akismet, it is a fantastic plugin for combating spam. It's actually my favorite plugin for fighting against spam. There is now integration with Akismet with your Elementor forms. Now, please keep in mind that in order for this to work, you actually need to have an account with Akismet. Don't worry, it's completely free. So it works with your Elementor forms. Now, over here, I am on my contact page. I have clicked on the edit form element, as you can see right here. And then right here, I now have the Akismet spam protection. Now, if you're wondering, okay, how do I install the Akismet plugin? How do I create an account? I'm not going to walk you through all of that. It's actually very, very straightforward. You can click on the link right here that says show me how. And Elementor, they have a really good article on how you can create your account with Akismet, how you can download the plugin, how you'll get your API key and then activate the plugin. It's all right here. It's actually very, very, very straightforward. So once you've done this, in order to actually integrate Akismet with your form, what you want to do is this, okay? You want to go to your form fields. In my case right now, I specifically want to scan and filter for the email field. I don't want any bogus random emails being sent to me. So I'm going to click on the email field right here, go to the advanced tab, and then right here under shortcode, I can grab the shortcode right here, copy. Now I'm going to go to the Akismet spam protection section, click in there. And now where it says email, I can go ahead right now and then paste the shortcode right there. So the Akismet plugin will actually filter out any spammy emails through this particular process. Now, let me just mention that you may not necessarily need to work with the Akismet plugin, especially if you do already have some sort of anti-spam or anti-bot protection for your forms. For example, me right now, I do have the reCAPTCHA from Google version 3. It's working very, very well, so I don't really need to add Akismet protection. Why bother? But just in case you're not working with reCAPTCHA or you don't have any sort of anti-spam or anti-bot protection for your forms, you can now make use of the Akismet integration. So some really brand new exciting changes to Elementor. What do you think about these changes? I'd love to hear from you. Put them down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, of course, do ask them. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and then share this video with anyone who may feel might benefit from it. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Alex. I create content around WordPress, Elementor, and so on. So if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.